Hello! Welcome to my very first video of 2023! I hope that you had a good New Year's and that you are safe and well. Since it's a brand new year, I want to try something new. So usually for J Fashion Mythbuster videos, I try to reach out to those who are veterans in the community who might have more knowledge, but I think it's important to talk to lots of different people because not everyone is going to have the same experiences. So for today's interview and perhaps even future videos, I'll be speaking to some younger people in the community because honestly, we can all learn so much from each other. This is going to be, I think, my 12th J Fashion Mythbusters video. I've learned so much from this experience and it's been an incredible honor speaking to all of these amazing people. A big part of why I decided and continue to make these videos is to show that truly anyone can wear J Fashion, and I work hard to vet each person that I interview to make sure that they're positive role models that uplift their community who also believe that anyone can wear J Fashion too. So to be able to work towards having a safer and better community for everyone, it's important to have open conversations about the hard stuff too. The clothes are an important part of J Fashion, but the people wearing the clothes should be important as well. So we need to be constantly checking our privilege, taking the time to listen and learn from each other, especially those who are part of marginalized groups. These videos have always been group discussions, so as always, please feel free to use this space as a place to share your thoughts, but of course also remember to be respectful and kind to each other. I personally really want to see this J Fashion community grow and be better together. We're always saying that J Fashion is for everyone, but we need to continuously put in the work to continue making that a reality. So in today's video, I have Jandora with me. Originally, we were supposed to have both Jandora and Citrus in the video interview together, but unfortunately Citrus is going to be busy for a little while, so I'll be doing another video with Citrus in the future, so stay tuned for that. Till then though, you can check out Citrus's Instagram and TikTok talking about their experiences being Gyaru. For now though, let's go ahead and jump into the gala interview with Jandora. Hello! Hi! If you could introduce yourself and let us know how you found out about J Fashion and your style.
Hi, my name is Jandora, and I found about J Fashion and my style from, I guess, the internet. You know, I started with anime, watching anime when I was in middle school, and then eventually when I went to high school, I did get to go on a trip to Japan. Unfortunately, I did not dress like this then, but I did know about the style, and then once I came back, I went to DragCon and I saw their amazing style. And then I also remember like Harajuku, and I combined the both, and then I started dressing up, and here I am.
Yay! Well, what has your experience wearing Gyaru in public been like?
Wearing Gyaru in public has been an interesting experience. A lot of people don't know what this style is or don't even know what they're looking at, but I think a lot of people do like it because they give me a lot of compliments. I don't know, I think it's one of the styles that's a lot of fun to wear out in public. People are just so wow because of the hair, the nails, the outfits, the eyelashes, like everything is definitely make people go in awe of it. I'm trying to like think back to all the times that I wore it outside. Like I just went outside recently and some lady, she was like asking about my bottom lashes on the bus. So like I get like a lot of questions, but people like it. Like they're like, you go girl, and all that stuff.
Everyone's usually like, for me wearing decor outside, everybody's so supportive and nice. Like it's not very often that people are being mean. So are you part of a Gyarusa by any chance?
No, I'm not part of one, but I am friends with people who are part of other ones. Those can be a lot of commitment sometimes because some of them like require you to make like daily posts on the page and to participate and go to meetups and stuff like that, which is really nice, but not all the time I can personally do all that stuff because I could barely handle my own page, so keep up with that stuff. But I am with friends and know people who have like their own, and it can be a wonderful community. It can be, and it's supposed to be, but unfortunately when it comes to gal, there comes a lot of drama within it. So sometimes those communities can be very toxic and not the best. So I choose to just be in my own world and just have like my gal friends.
Definitely understandable. So a little bit on the more deeper side of things. So I was wondering what your thoughts are on the more controversial styles like BK, Bigeru, Ganguro, Yamamba, Mamba. Like, what are your personal thoughts about those styles?
Okay, so Yamamba, Manba, and there's a third one.
Is it Ganguro?
Yeah, Ganguro. Those three styles are very interesting to me. I love the styles. Like, I like the over-exaggerated makeup. I like the big hair, and I like the colors because it's more of a colorful gal style compared to the other ones. Those three styles started because when Kogal came out, Kogal was like very known for like expensive people who have money, and a lot of people wanted to participate in gal, but they didn't have the money to do so. So that's when Yamamba, Manba, and Ganguro started, where people like, you know, found stuff from the 99-cent store and like threw on stuff and wore colorful, cheap clothes because they also wanted to participate in the style, but just didn't have the expensive bags that the Kogals wore and the expensive jewelry, you know. So I like the style. I like the reason why I started up, but I just personally don't like the extreme tanning. Honestly, makes me uncomfortable. I'm very uncomfortable. And I remember when I first started out gal, I would like look at other gals like web pages and stuff like that, and they would always have a picture of Ganguro and Yamamba and Mamba. And I'll show it to my mom, and I'm like, I don't understand why they keep posting that. Because I'm like, don't they think it's a bit weird that it's all like, it looks like we're kind of heading towards blackface, unfortunately. But it was just so normalized in the gal community that like no one talked about it. And I feel like there's so many other examples of Yamamba, Manba, and Ganguro that we can use to promote gal. But I don't understand why we always use like the most, I guess, like inappropriate or the most scariest pictures, because when I was a baby black gal, looking at those pictures wasn't the best for me. And I could honestly be like, you know, this is maybe not the style for me. But I like the style so much that I continued on. I saw other gals complain about that, like seeing other gals keep posting those pictures and keep using those pictures as a way to promote gal, when I don't really think it's very appropriate. And like BK was very interesting when I first looked it up as well, because it was basically like them just dressing up like black people, and I find that a very interesting style. Gals still do it to this day. I do see gals still like do BK that are more like overseas, not Gaijin gals. We obviously know who BK was inspired by. There's no debate about that. I don't really think people who are not black should do BK. Like, I don't really feel like that's a kind of style. There's so many other gal styles that you can choose. I feel like if you're touching BK, like I don't get it personally. I don't understand why. So those are my thoughts about the styles. Like I said, I see people do Ganguro, Yamamba, Manba all the time, and they're not doing any cultural appropriation with it. I'm not saying like the people who do the extreme tans or blatantly doing blackface or they're racist. I just think that they do it, but like not on purpose. Like, it's like something that they don't realize, that they're not educated on, unfortunately. So I'm not going to go outright and like, oh my God, you are racist. I'm not going to say that because I'm like, you know, I don't know if they know what they're doing and how that makes other people feel. Tanning to a certain point is really not that great because other countries have different, I guess, rules or stuff. But I expect better for people that are in the US that are Gaijin gals. Like, you guys should know better. I see people still do the styles anyways without doing anything that's not appropriate, and it looks amazing. It looks really great. And I really applaud people. I do it sometimes too. And it's a lot of fun. Those styles are a lot of fun to do. So I definitely push people to do the style. Just do it in a appropriate.
Yeah. With gyaru, you know, a tan is not required to be considered gyaru. For those who are interested in getting a tan, what is the appropriate level of doing so?
Yeah, so there is a thing where there's like called tan guidelines. I think it's like 3 times your original color is like the max or something like that. Either 3 or 2 times past your original color. And then that's the max that you're supposed to do. So if people are interested in tanning, there are tan guidelines to help you with how much you're tanning. But I think there's come to a max where you notice like if you're going from this color to my color, then guys, that's a bit extreme. Some is like actual common sense, and then some that you can actually find.
For sure. Yeah, it was actually your TikTok. I saw like where you're talking about not going 3 shades darker than your natural tan.
Yeah, exactly. Because I saw someone talk about the tanning guideline thing, and I was like, oh, this is so perfect, because a lot of people will actually find this useful and helpful, because people are always asking me like in the comments like, are they allowed to tan and stuff? I'm like, yeah, you guys can tan, but there are limits to it. So, yeah.
Would you like to talk about the influence of Black culture on Gyaru? It's up to you if you want to like talk about it or not.
Sure.
The creator of Aaliyah Core made a tweet pretty recently. Right, their name is Aaliyah Interlude on Twitter, and it says right here, learning that Gyaru originates from Black culture actually makes so much sense. Talking about the influence of Black culture on Gyaru, what are your thoughts about that?
I did like a paper about J fashion for college, and when I was researching, like I heard someone talk about how like Gyaru was influenced by Black culture. So like I was doing my research, couldn't find anything on it at all. So I thought that was pretty interesting. I did some more research. I found like some person was talking about like how Gal was like inspired by California girls. So the tan, the bleach blonde hair, the nails and stuff like that. And it was also inspired by this like lifeguard show in the early 2000s.
Baywatch.
Baywatch. So that's where they said like the originality of Gal came from. And then that's where people come in with the questions like, where did that come from? Where did the California girls get their tans from? Where did the California get their nail extensions from? Like, where did that stuff originate from? And then that actually originated from Black culture. The nails, the way dress, and like some of like the style and the over exaggeratedness with a lot of the things. We even have BK, because BK was obviously inspired. So like, even though gals do say that they got their inspiration from California girls, I do think the originality came from Black culture, even though there's not really much research of it. But I think it's pretty obvious, just like by the fashion choices, the way they were dressed, like the nails, the accessories. So I definitely think like a lot of the inspiration did come from Black culture, and then they obviously put their own twists and developed into Gal. Yeah, like the dark tans, you know. Even now, like you see them and they wear like the braided extensions and stuff, because it is a part of Gal, and that is a part of Black culture. So like I said, like a lot of like this stuff, they just might not realize it themselves, honestly. It's just something that they probably just don't think of.
Right. So that's why it's important for all of us to have these conversations so that they're aware, because like you said, they might not know. So hopefully now we'll all be on the same page about this.
Yeah, especially the Ganjing gals. I have very high expectations for them. So
for you, being into gal culture and stuff, like what do you love about being gal? Like how has it positively affected your life?
What I love about being gal, I don't know, I just like the fashion of it. I like finding out like something new and having fun with it. It's a style that has so many different layers to it, and so many different things that you could just do and explore with it. Gal has so much different types of makeup. There's not just one. So like I'm always trying new styles and seeing which one I like more, which one fits. I really like how it looks on me. I enjoy like figuring out how to like style it. I love like having long nails and big lashes. I don't know, it just fits me like really well. And it makes me happy. And I think that's what's important about like J fashion, is finding a style that really makes you feel good. Like you look in the mirror and you're like, oh my God, who's her? You know, that's how you're supposed to feel when you wear this. I really enjoy it. And, you know, I like help inspire other people. They see me do gal and they're like, oh my God, you look amazing. Maybe I should do it too. I'm like, yes, you should. You should try it. And I don't know, I have so much fun with my friends. We go to the beach in gal. I think that's so much fun, just living the life.
Yeah, for sure. Well, for people who are wanting to join the J fashion community, and also for those already part of the J fashion community, how can we make it like a safer space for Black people and other marginalized groups?
You know, listen to their voices. You know, if they're saying they feel uncomfortable about something, like listen to them. hear them out. It's always good to help people. Like, I have a lot of people that DM me and they ask me, like, oh, how do you get started and stuff, you know? And I give them tips. I show them, like, what I looked at or where to go. A lot of people think J fashion is expensive, and it can be, but there are cheaper options. Gal does not have to be expensive style. It really does not. I try to help my fellow POCs with like finding more affordable ways to do gal. You know, just giving them advice, especially when someone asks for advice, you know, doesn't hurt to help out. Like, yeah, I guess if a whole bunch of people are asking all at once, but like, I guess if you create a video or something, you just send it to them. It can really help that person, and just like try to create more open spaces, you know. I feel like us being POCs, the fact that we have like a page and we're showing ourselves dressing up is a big help to other people, because now they know that they can do it too. Being like represented and just seeing yourself within someone and just knowing like, oh my God, if they can do it, I can do it too. That's how it should be, you know?
Oh yeah, representation is definitely really important in J fashion as well. Like, for example, if you look up on Pinterest and stuff, like it's harder to find like people wearing like alternative fashion with darker skin tones. So having that representation is definitely very important, because we're always saying like J fashion is for everyone. So we really want to showcase everyone. I don't know if it's ever happened to you, but like, do you have any advice for other Black gals on how to deal with haters or people who don't understand what gal is?
Honestly, I just ignore them. And I don't really take the comments seriously, because I feel like the more attention you give people, the more it's just going to keep going on. And honestly, I'll use that attention for profit. Like, yeah, it sucks that people are hating on your style, but it's okay. They'll get over it. You'll get over it. You can do it. Like, you'll be fine. Just literally just ignore them, because you can honestly just shut down your phone and they're not actually there. You know, I feel like when it comes to social media and technology, like we get so into it that we think it's like our actual reality. But once you close your phone, that's it. Like, those people aren't around. And it sucks opening your phone and just seeing all those haters. But honestly, as a POC, you kind of just have to embrace the fact that you're going to get hate no matter what you do. Unfortunately, you kind of just have to get used to it and just kind of ignore it. Sometimes I like to make funny videos with the comments I get. I like mock them, because sometimes I think it's funny and it gets me more attention from my page. So that's them, like, just use it to your advantage. It sucks. It's a very sucky situation, but honestly, it's like that's what happens when Black people or just POCs try to enjoy themselves. Unfortunately, we get attacked and massacred for having fun, but you just kind of have to just ignore it. Just go with the flow. That's how I still do the stuff I still want to do now, because I just ignore all the comments and just pay no mind to it. Or yelling at me in my face, and yeah, I can't ignore it. But if it's on a phone, I can get off the app. I can go read something. I can go do something else.
Very well said. Other than advice regarding hate, but like I was saying earlier, Garu is for everyone. If somebody wants to try getting into it, do you have advice on how they should start?
I would first do my research. You know, every time when you get into a style, it's always great to do your research. No matter what J fashion style you're in, research is very important, because you just want to know the history about these styles and how it comes up and know what you're doing with the style. And then when it comes to gal, there's so many different types of gal. So I would research and see what type of gal I'm interested in. I mean, you could do any type of style and could be into multiple styles. So, but just see which one you want to start out with first, and look and see like all the requirements you need. And usual gal starter pack is nails, eyelashes. You can wear contacts if you want. You don't have to wear contacts. You can wear a wig. You don't have to wear a wig. The main style of gal is the makeup. That's very important. You don't have to have a tan. You can't have a tan. You don't have to wear the expensive Mars brand or Dia or all those expensive brands to be gal. No, you don't need that. Half of the gals that you see in the egg magazines aren't even wearing those brands.
Right.
So, and a lot of the main gal pictures that you see, they're not all dressed up in those brands. So those are not a requirement at all to be gal. Honestly, I would just like look at pictures, see what angle you want to go on, see what they have, and just start from there. You can easily go to the corner store, the hair store, get some nails, get a wig. You know, it's really not that hard to start out with gal, and it's a lot of fun. I remember the first time I did gal, I had my rainbow hair at that time, and I put like half of my rainbow hair, and I did the makeup, and I had like a mini skirt, a little mini top, you know, and I thought I looked pretty gal. It was fun. Like I kind of just looked at some pictures and tried on, and I was like, okay, well, the style actually suits me. And then the next time I did it was totally different because I had like a lace front wig with rainbow, and I had this very over exaggerated makeup. So there was like a total difference, but it's a lot of fun to do. So you don't have to be perfect at gal. Gal makeup is not even perfect. Like a lot of the gal makeup is like smudgy lines, and it looks good. I mean, mine's smudged too, but it looks good. So you don't have to be all prim and proper to be gal. It's honestly a pretty like messy, grimy style at times. So it all depends on which one you want to do.
For sure. Those are really awesome advice for new gals, but do you have any last words of encouragement for people watching the video right now?
Yeah, don't let anyone stop you from doing gal. Like if you want to do it, go do it. Don't let any of those haters, don't let other gals, don't let other people tell you what you can and can't do. You know, just have fun with gal. Like that's the main part and point of gal, is to have fun with it. Have fun, party, you know, go out with your friends and gal. Like just do it. If you want to do it, because it's a lot of fun experience. And especially my POCs, Black people, like gal looks so great on us. It looks great on our skin. I think definitely push everyone to try it and have fun. And if you see other gals, you know, reach out to them, ask them for advice. We're always here to support. So, yeah.
Yay. Before I say goodbye, do you have anything that you would like to promote?
My page.
Yes.
Come visit my page.
Check out Jandora. I will have all the links down in the description. But thank you so much again for your time, your knowledge, just everything, your energy. Like, you're amazing. I love all of the gyaru, and even not the, like, your decora looks are super cool too. When you're talking about your rainbow hair, like, I remember that. I was like in awe. It looks so good.
I miss that hair so much. You don't even know. Like you're so lucky that you have your rainbow hair. Because every time I look at your rainbow hair, I'm like, oh my god, you look so good. I miss my rainbow hair so badly. What I would do to have that again, man.
Fingers crossed, one day you'll get it back again soon.
Yeah. Miss you, Citrus. I wish you were here.
Yes, Citrus. But yes, thank you so much again. Appreciate you. Thank you so much again to Jandora. You can check out all of Jandora's links linked down below. As I said in the beginning of this video, these are all group discussions, so I'd love to know what you think about what we talked about today. But thank you so much for watching all the way through. Thank you to my lovely patrons! I'll see y'all in the next video, so take care and bye-bye!